On April 27, 2025, a trooper heard the roar of a motorcycle ripping down North State Line Avenue. It was a blue and white Suzuki, and the biker, later identified as Calop Reinhardt, wasn't wearing protective eyewear, a violation of Arkansas law. The trooper caught up at a red light, positioned himself next to the bike, and confirmed the motorcycle wasn't insured. He signaled Reinhardt to pull over. But the second that light turned green, Reinhardt dropped a gear, twisted the throttle, and took off.
1037. Speed's 90, westbound on St. Michael's in Texas. Original reason for the stop was no eye broke. Off on I-30.
Reinhardt took the chase to a whole new level, blasting down St. Michael Drive at 110 miles per hour, weaving through traffic like it was a video game. He showed no regard for anyone's safety, not even his own.
Mile marker speed's 97. He's giving it all it's got. Knocked him off the road. He's got back northbound on Larry Road.
25, do what you have to do to end it. We don't need to keep going anymore else on just 22, but end it.
Pull over. Pull over. Pull over. We might be stopping at Bend Road.
Biker started signaling like he was about to slow down and pull over, but it was all a game. And if you think what he's done so far is stupid, just wait until you see his next move.
Updates, Texas. I'm on the phone with him right now.
Pull over. Going off-road near Bend Road.
Reinhardt was finally clipped by a pit at low speed and crashed into the woods. He tried to run but was tased and taken into custody after a short foot chase. Out of breath and smelling of alcohol, Reinhardt admitted he ran for the fun of it and even bragged about getting away last November. He was taken to the hospital, gave a blood sample, and was charged with DWI, reckless driving, fleeing, and multiple traffic violations. While on patrol on February 6, 2025, a trooper was suddenly blown past by a speeding motorcycle. The biker, later identified as Tavares Mitchell, was flying. The trooper quickly caught up and attempted a traffic stop, but Mitchell had no intention of pulling over, and just like that, the chase was on.
1065 minus 10, 1037.
Hey, Little Rock, I'm tell you what, got one tase. Hands behind your back. Do it now. Do it now. I'm going to tase you again. Put your hands behind your back.
At an intersection, the trooper made contact, hitting the motorcycle and knocking Mitchell off. He broke his hip in the crash, but fueled by adrenaline, he jumped up and took off on foot. He didn't get far. A quick taser deployment brought him down, and he was immediately arrested and taken into custody. On September 29, 2023, Arkansas state troopers were in pursuit of a motorcycle whose rider was flying over the speed limit and refusing to stop for lights and sirens. The situation quickly escalated and the pursuing trooper called for backup. That's when Trooper Matthew Walker responded and wasted no time taking over as the primary unit.
West of the interstate. Turning back southbound, staying on G George. Coming back up to Lawrence, I see. Got one car on the road.
The biker clearly had some skills, but would that be enough to outrun this state trooper? Pause the video and let me know down in the comments. What do you think?
Coming up to Don Tyson. Might get on the interstate southbound. Got 49 southbound.
As the chase hit the highway, things went from bad to worse. The suspect cranked it up, pushing the bike to over 130 miles per hour. This wasn't just a pursuit anymore, it was a full-blown high-speed sprint with lives on the line. At those speeds, and with the suspect weaving all over the road, it was tough for the trooper to keep up. But the suspect ran out of gas and was forced to stop, now trying to hide in the median by laying down, hoping troopers would pass him by. They spotted him instantly. He stood up and took off on foot. Look.
On interstate.
Stop! I'm gonna tase you!
The suspect fled into the woods, and just like that, all the chasing was for nothing. Under the cover of night, he disappeared without a trace. If it had been daylight, he probably wouldn't have made it far, but unfortunately, he was never identified and never arrested. On June 5th, 2024, while patrolling with K-9 gunner in Miami-Dade County, officers spotted two motorcycles, one male, one female, flying northbound at high speed. When officers moved in with lights activated, the riders blew through a red light and made it clear they were running. Both bikes took off eastbound on 199th Street, pushing the chase into high gear.
Male green shirt, female on the other motorcycle, black leggings, black t-shirt, pushing the police.
Speeds of 100. Traffic is still medium.
The male run on the blade, head back to the
As the chase unfolded, the male suspect took an earlier exit. Officers made a split-second decision to let him go and focus everything on the female rider. From that point on, it was all in, and she was the target.
Southbound, approaching 125.
approaching 125 now.
Southbound, passing 125. Traffic.
Passing 125. Traffic is still medium. 100
The suspect had the advantage when it comes weaving through traffic with ease, while officers struggled to keep up at those speeds. But with multiple units involved, they never lost sight of her, keeping the pressure on and the chase alive.
All right, northbound approaching 119. And looks like we are going north on 770.
The female suspect crossed into oncoming traffic, risking a head-on collision, but as she tried to cut back across, one of the officers made his move and stopped her.
Signal 4, signal 4.
Daniela Montoya was officially taken into custody and charged with fleeing and attempting to elude. She was booked on a $7,500 bond, and that reckless ride, 21st, 2023, just after midnight on I-85, a single headlight cut through the darkness, closing fast at more than 110 miles an hour. What the trooper was about to find wasn't just a speeding motorcycle, it was a rider who had no intention of stopping.
Shut it off and drop the keys on the ground. Shut it off, drop the keys on the ground. Take the keys out and drop them on the ground. And then we're going back on the road. Yeah, we're 1080, Noonan, 1080. Come on, baby. Noonan, come up to the 51 marker. Left-hand lane right now. Turn on that bike if you got anything on it.
Jose Luis weaved recklessly between lanes, hit triple-digit speeds, and ignored every attempt to force him to the shoulder. At times, he was moving so fast the trooper couldn't even confirm his speed. But when Ampuero slowed, the trooper was right there, accelerating hard and closing the distance as much as possible.
All right, Noonan, coming up to the 49 marker. Alright, almost 1050 into the back of a car, coming up to the 48. Going in the shoulder. Noonan, he's in the shoulder. 1050, Noonan, 1050, bad 1050, Noonan.
Copy, 1050, start 1056.
As he approached the Bullsboro exit, his luck ran out. Ampuero shot across the gore, hit dirt, and the bike went down hard. In and out of consciousness, reeking of alcohol, Ampuero couldn't explain why he ran. His ride ended in a twisted heap on the roadside, and his night ended in the back of an ambulance, facing a long list of charges. On the night of July 25, 2025, Corporal Darrell Hinton of the Pine Bluff Police Department was patrolling near Phyllis Street and Dollarway Road when he spotted a black moped with a broken taillight. The driver, later identified as Eddie Williams, initially appeared to comply with a traffic stop before suddenly taking off. As he turned onto South Richard Drive, he suddenly braked, causing the push bumper of Corporal Hinton's patrol vehicle to bump the rear tire of the moped. That's when Williams ditched the vehicle and sprinted into an open field. The foot chase stretched nearly 200 yards before Hinton managed to close the distance and bring him into custody without further incident. A search revealed 7 grams of methamphetamine in Williams' pocket, along with a suspended driver's license and multiple outstanding misdemeanor warrants. He was transported to the Dub Brussels Adult Detention Center, facing a long list of charges, both for his reckless flight and the drugs in his possession. On July 22, 2025, an Arkansas state trooper traveling westbound on Interstate 40 near the 145-mile marker spotted a black Harley-Davidson motorcycle bearing Texas plates, weaving dangerously through slowed traffic. The rider, later identified as David Elisha Acosta, was wearing an orange shirt and splitting lanes, at one point coming dangerously close to striking the trooper's patrol unit. When emergency lights were activated, Acosta chose not to stop He accelerated hard, blasting past vehicles on the shoulder at over 100. The pursuit tore westbound, with Trooper Landry joining near the 142-mile marker. Acosta's reckless riding included passing on the shoulder, weaving at triple-digit speeds, and ignoring every traffic law in his path. The trooper managed to close the distance, but with the motorcycle topping 100 miles per hour, a pit maneuver wasn't an option. Any contact at that speed would have been deadly for the rider.
Slow down here.
Coming up to the 130.
After the Mayflower overpass, he made a sudden, brazen move, stopping briefly, then riding the wrong way up an entrance ramp before heading southbound on State Highway 89. He blew past double yellow lines, cut through blind curves, and nearly hit other motorists before turning onto Peppers Pond Road.
Maybe you turn into this game of fish late. There's a gravel road. Stay to the left of these ponds.
Acosta crashed the motorcycle and bolted into the woods on foot. Despite drones, K-9 units, and officers combing the area, the only thing recovered at first was his helmet, until a report came in of a muddy, shirtless man walking along Highway 89. Game wardens spotted and detained the man, who was confirmed as the fleeing suspect. Near the crash site, Trooper Landry recovered a black Ruger 9mm handgun. Acosta later admitted to lane splitting, but was also found to have no motorcycle endorsement, no license, expired Texas registration, and no insurance. He now faces a stack of charges, including fleeing, reckless driving, and multiple licensing. On August 2, 2025, Trooper Nash Thomas spotted a black motorcycle tearing northbound down State Highway 1 just south of Caraway Road, clocked at a blistering 101 miles per hour in a 55 zone. The rider, later identified as 27-year-old Riley McCarthy, briefly slowed but then twisted the throttle again, showing no intention of stopping.
545 Georgetown, 54547. White male, gray t-shirt, brown pants. Still northbound, going through Fox Meadow. Traffic's medium, speed's 100. White male with a beard.
Alpha Russian Call trying to be suspended. Riley McCarthy, 916-855-464.
Just went north through Parker Road, ran the red light.
When Trooper Thomas activated his lights and siren, McCarthy responded by passing vehicles on the shoulder, threading through tight gaps, and blowing past intersections at triple-digit speeds. Near Parker Road, he nearly rear-ended a vehicle before blasting through a red light without hesitation.
Oncoming traffic right now. Eastbound, coming up to Chuck E. Cheese. Speed's about 80, medium traffic. Got wrecked, turned south on Watt. Stupid.
The biker tried to dart through a grassy field, but with nowhere left to go, he lost control and dumped the bike at low speed. In seconds, Trooper Thomas had him under arrest. And judging by the look on the trooper's face, McCarthy was about to hear exactly what happens when you take a motorcycle to triple-digit speeds against the Arkansas State Police.
Did you not see it, state police that you were running from?
What?
Did you not see it, state police that you were running from?
I was just trying to...
Fort Jungle, what are you about?
Have you ever been arrested for a felony?
My license is...
Okay. Have you ever been arrested for a felony? What I'm getting at here is you turned a ticket into a felony. It really was. You put yourself in danger.
Rush. Just whenever you get off training, just give me a call.
He was booked into the Craighead County Detention Center on charges including fleeing, substantial risk of death, reckless driving, speeding, driving with a DWI, no interlock device, no insurance, and multiple motorcycle operation